The Witcher Blood Origin is soon to be performing on Netflix on Christmas Day, a lovely present for all Witcher fans. But what can we expect from such a thing? What is this show about and who will be involved in the making of it? We'll be letting you all in all the details and more as the video progresses. So be sure to stick around till the end. When was this show announced and what are some of the details on it? Netflix of course released the first season of The Witcher back in 2019, highly anticipated due to the popularity of the Witcher 3 video game. And originally based on the book series of the same name written by Andrzej Sapkowski, The Witcher follows Geralt of Rivia. Played by Henry Cavill, he's of course a magical mutant who hunts down monsters for a living, because in the fantasy world that's really one of the most primo jobs out there. During his adventures, Geralt meets Yennefer, a wickedly strong sorceress played by Anya Chalotra, and learns about his destined fate to protect the young Princess Ciri, who is played in the show by Freya Allan, and has her own dangerous powers. Following the big reception and hype around the first season, it was in July of 2020 that Netflix announced that a prequel miniseries was in the works, because the entertainment industry truly wastes no time. Thus, The Witcher Blood Origin was first spoken about. Developed by Declan DeBarra and main series showrunner Lauren Schmidt-Hissrich, during the end credits of the final episode of Season 2, first seen back in December of 2021, fans were treated to an unexpected first look at the oncoming prequel series. And now we're finally on the cusp of it. The Witcher Blood Origin looks to zero in on a major event that changed the world of The Witcher forever, and it's set to premiere on Netflix on Sunday, December 25th. Yes, we weren't kidding when we called it a Christmas present. Just like the main series, this is a Netflix exclusive, so don't expect to find it anywhere else but with the big N. And as stated, it's a mini-series, which in this case means there's 4 episodes set to come out. The length of these episodes has not been revealed, though it's worth noting that originally we were going to be getting 6 episodes, scaled down to the 4 we have now.
You come back with... All I say is, when I find a princess, the last thing I want.
As co-creator DeBarra stated, the creative felt the story flowed better this way during the editing process. It's possible that these 4 episodes will be a little longer to accommodate for the missing 2. That's just speculation, however. Is there a trailer for Witcher Blood Origin? And where was the series filmed? Indeed, there is a trailer at long last. After a handful of tiny glimpses in the past, an official teaser trailer was finally shown to us, released by Netflix on November 11, 2022. Unfortunately, it still doesn't give very much away about the story, though we'll be sure to tell you more about the plot later. Even so, it looks like quite an enthralling and dramatic chapter in the ever-growing Witcher universe. Interestingly enough, there's very little in the way of dialogue in this trailer. Apart from 4 cryptic words stating all beginnings, all ends. Who's to say exactly what the significance is there? But it won't be much longer now before we can find out the meaning behind this mysterious saying. What is its relevance to Witcher's lore and history? And what will it mean for the main series going forward? We'll all find out together on December 25th. Or afterwards if you maybe have other things you want to do that day. Very possible. Anyhow, as to where this show was filmed, the answer would be in the UK. Filming began back in August of 2021, and much of it was shot at Arborfield Studios at Wokingham, England. This is the same place that the main series has been doing so much of its filming in the last 2 seasons, and probably the 3rd upcoming one as well. Filming wrapped up officially on the miniseries on November 21st, 2021.
Remember? And you left me on a mountain. Have you seen these boots? I mean, I pretty much just slid all the way down that hill back to Cairngorm.
Though reshoots took place in April of this year, which lasted just about a week. The reason was to include a main series character, Jaskier, played by Joey Beatty. Jaskier is a bard and a friend of Geralt's. It's been suggested that he's being brought on board as the narrator for the series, and will help link the miniseries to the main show in a more overt way. With all that out of the way, let's get into some nitty-gritty plot details. So just what is The Witcher Blood Origin about anyway? As they like to say, every story has a beginning. The new series is set in an elven world 1200 years before the events of the main show. So yeah, when they say prequel, they aren't messing around. Blood Origin will thusly tell a story that has been lost to time.
Ciri has to be eliminated. Daughter a demon. She has done too much damage.
Witches don't kill out of fear. They kill to save lives.
I see.
looking into the creation of the original prototype Witcher, as well as the events that led into the ever-pivotal conjunction of the spheres. This event refers to the point when the worlds of monsters, man, and elves all merged together and became one. Now, for those who have read the Witcher books or played the games, you may already be familiar with this time period in the world's history, but the main TV series has yet to tackle this very much at all. So the new miniseries has a lot to unpack and could well contain tons of vital info that will inform Season 3 and beyond. With all that being said, let's look into some of the key story beats here. Before anything else, The Witcher Blood Origin will be showcasing the once powerful and influential civilization of elves, as we well know from the main series. In modern times, the elven race is on its last leg as it struggles to rebuild its kingdom from the ground up. In the story, we see them seeking protection and refuge in Sintra, a kingdom that is itself already facing much strife after being invaded and having its monarchs murdered. Given how far the elves have fallen, it might be a bit jarring to see how thriving they are in the upcoming miniseries, which will show us the role they used to have in the world. What of the first Witcher? And what is the conjunction of the spheres? As of now, it's hard to say much without getting into spoilers, but as suggested, we'll be seeing the origins of the prototypical Witchers in this miniseries. Considering the perils of the conjunction event, it may well be that they were originally created to defeat the new threats that were traveling between realms.
You did what you had to do.
As to what precisely the conjunction of the spheres is, that relates to the multiverse of this story. Indeed, multiverses are truly all the rage these days, and the Witcher franchise is no stranger to the concept. We learned in the second season of the Witcher TV show that there is a remarkably dangerous and enormous multiverse out there that could well be explored in the future. It's said that many of the monsters whom Geralt hunts hail from this very multiverse. Of course, these worlds weren't always linked together in the first place. At one time, they were all very much separate and unaware of one another. The conjunction of the spheres therefore refers to the events that brought all these worlds together unexpectedly and chaotically. It should be an intense and freaky experience to see that come together on the screen, as we'll likely learn about precisely how and why this unification of the worlds of man, elves, and monsters came to be. What does the cast list look like for Witcher Blood Origin? As you'd expect judging from the main series, The Witcher Blood Origin similarly boasts a huge ensemble of actors and actresses that will bring to life many new characters. We of course know about Joey Beatty reprising his role as Jaskier thanks to the reshoots, but for the most part you can expect to see a lot of new faces. This is after all a story set over 1,000 years in the past. The main trio will consist of Ayla, Cyan, and Fionn. Ayla is played by Sophia Brown and is a warrior of the Queen's Guard who decided to leave her post for a new life as a traveling musician. Cyan is played by Michelle Yeoh, who is known to be the last member of a nomadic tribe of sword elves, hell-bent on her mission to retrieve a blade that was stolen from her people. Fionn, meanwhile, is played by Lawrence O'Frane. He's a man that was born from a clan of warriors and was sworn to protect his king. However, he instead set out on a quest for vengeance. Minnie Driver as Sean Chai, Mirren Mack as Mirren, Lenny Henry as Chief Druid Baylor, Nathaniel Curtis as Brian, Jacob Collins-Levy as Eridan, and Dylan Moran as Uthrock One Nut, among many others that we can expect to see. And that is all the time we have for today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and check out our other videos if you enjoyed this one. Are you looking forward to Witcher Blood Origin? Will you be watching it when it comes out? Or do you perhaps wish they picked a different day? Be sure to let us know your thoughts down in the comments below, and until next time, thanks for watching.